Day.
Yes.
So, I called because I thought it would be nice for people out there in the public that don't know what's going on behind the scenes to get a little bit of an understanding as to how things are changing in the real estate market day to day. So, one of the things that we discussed talking about were kind of the loan process and what you're seeing as far as how that's going along.
Right. Well, right now, one of the issues is some of the homeowners on sales, they're elderly and they don't want to have the appraiser come in to do the appraisal. So they're having to work around the type of appraisal that's being ordered. Some institutions require a full appraisal where they have to be in the house and go through it. They will not allow a drive-by type of an appraisal. So that's a major issue also, is the fact that some people, while they've been applying for mortgages, they're being laid off, and there's a question of when they're coming back and if they qualify with the amount of money they're getting with their being laid off, their unemployment benefits.
Right.
And again, this just the basic trying to interface with everybody. A lot of people just don't want to be out in the marketplace right now, unless they're very secure of their background as far as what's happening.
I know that we talked a little bit before about the change in the FICO score for FHA loans.
Yes,
So,
yes, yeah. The federal government has not changed the requirements, but the marketplace, the bond market holders, their FICO score has moved up to 680 from basically a 620 FICO or even a 580 FICO score for FHA. That part of the market has been hit extremely hard by this crisis in the financial market right now. And let me leave it as simplified as possible. Yes, it's a major concern right now, especially most of the loan programs where you're putting less than 20% down is taking the big hit because
right.
of the added concerns about what's happening.
Right, and I'm sure that people that were able to put 20% down may be a little bit more apprehensive if that's their entire savings at this point.
Right. Yeah, this has put a major question mark in a lot of people's lives, and I don't want to predict my projections as far as when it's going to get better, but it's going to be a
Right,
while.
yeah. So what other things have you seen going on as far as mortgages and,
Well,
qualifying people and once you're in the
qual
process? Yeah,
yeah, once people, I mean, if you have an income and you're viable, you can get a mortgage. The money's still available. It's not like everything has stopped. It's just some segments of the market are a little bit harder to get the financing, and it's advisable that anybody who wants to go out, especially now, because going out, you really, really, really want to have to buy a house to be going out looking. You're not going to kick foundations to dream about owning a home sometime in the future. Um, you need to get pre-qualified with your current scenario to know exactly where you are and to be comfortable getting into a real estate transaction right now. The market has been going through some major swings. I mean, this has been comparable to the collapse in 07, 08,
right,
as far as some of the markets being viable. But
right,
it's a lot, there's more stability, and the government is pumping in the required amount of money to prop it up. I mean, rates are still in the upper 3 range. I checked this morning; they were in the upper 3-4% range. Uh, for instance, 2 days ago, they were in the lower 3 range. They were at 3.25.
right.
So it's a roller coaster, but to be expected at this time of this
Oh, yeah.
situation. You know.
Yep. Yes. All right. Well, let's check back, in
Okay.
another week or so and see
Yep.
how things are changing. I think it's good to check in. It's nice to see you anyway.